Hello everybody, it is Munch818 or Ian back here with another video. This is going to be my Dreamhack Valencia Day 1 updates and then Day 2 and Day 3 updated predictions. So we're going to start off this video by talking about and recapping all of the Day 1 groups, and then we will finish it off by predicting the Day 2 and Day 3 groups based on how Day 1 went. So we're going to start this one off with Group A. This was a pretty straightforward group. I would say the only thing that we did not expect, well, there was a little bit that we didn't expect. So Vitality went through winning their first match, Splice won their first match, Complexity won their first match, and TSM won their first match. Extremely simple, straight by the seeds. These are actually updated Shalong groups, guys. I updated them based on what happened. If you guys can't tell, look at the lower bracket. Then Vitality went through winning and Complexity won just strictly based on what happened in the seeding. Exactly happened here. Then to the lower bracket, seeding almost stands. So Ground Zero beat Bremen, right according to seeding. And the Mount Gang technically upset Notorious, even though we kind of all expected them to win. And then in lowers round 2, Ground Zero Gaming upset TSM. TSM goes out Day 1 at another Dreamhack. Extremely disappointing. Hopefully TSM can pick it up in the future and hopefully they'll look a little bit better. I don't know if they're going to be making any roster moves, but I do like the squad that they have over there at TSM. I just think they need to pick up the consistency, especially at just Dreamhacks. I feel like they do good at every other major, and they took 6th in RLCS, so not great, but not horrible. But, you know, they just need to pick it up at Dreamhacks and stop going out on Day 1. At least make it to Day 2. And then Splice versus Mount Gang. Another upset. We weren't really sure how great Splice was actually going to do, and they turned out not doing that great. So Mount Gang coming out with the win there, and let's head over to Group B. Group B is also a pretty straightforward group. I'm pretty sure, yeah, the seeds won everything but one match. So Cloud9, Valoche, Triple Trouble, and PSG winning their first match. And then Cloud9 winning their match. And then for some reason, PSG was actually seeded lower than Triple Trouble in this tournament, even though they finished the same at the World Championships. Maybe Triple Trouble ended earlier, a little better at some past Dreamhacks, so they got seeded a little bit worse than Triple Trouble here. So that is the seeding, but a little bit of an upset, PSG beating Triple Trouble. Then we hop down to the lower bracket, and Renegades beat Los Potato, and Crazy Crew beats Childish Gambimbam. It's always hard to say. And then Triple Trouble beating Renegades, so that's the first Australian team out, and Valoche beating Crazy Crew. So top 4 seeds going through. I would say this is probably the most straightforward group. The only upset technically is just Triple Trouble losing to PSG. So extremely straightforward, the most straightforward group by far. And I'm going to see you guys over at Group C. Alright guys, over on Group C, pretty straightforward first round here. We have G2, Ghost, the Bricks, and FC Barcelona winning their first matches. And then, like I said before, for some reason, the Bricks, we know why the Bricks was seeded higher. It's because at Dreamhack Dallas, I think they took the 3rd, 4th position, not with Cookser, but it was a lot speed, and then I cannot remember who their 3rd was for the life of me right now. But whoever their 3rd was there, actually coming through and taking the 3rd, 4th position there. So pretty good showing for them. So they got seeded higher than FC Barcelona. And then for the second round, the 1st and 2nd seed went through. G2 beat Ghost, and the Bricks beat FC Barcelona. Ghost is looking really good too. We'll get on them later. Method beats High Five Gaming. We all expected that. And then Aeriality beats Helios. So I think that's the 3rd, 7th seed to beat the 6th seed, because all the 1st through 4th seed won their first match. So then 5th, 8th, and 6th, 7th played each other in losers round 1, and all the 7th seed beats all the 6th seeds. So I don't know, maybe a little bit of seeding disputes there, but then everything went super straightforward, just like last time. FC Barcelona beats Method, and Ghost Gaming beats Aeriality. This and Group B were extremely straightforward. This one might actually be technically more straightforward than Group B, but exactly what we all predicted, exactly what we all expected. And I will see you guys in Group D, where it gets a little bit more crazy. Over in Group D, it got a little bit more insane here, so I would just like to say that I was wrong. I think I might have predicted Chiefs to beat RG's River Rats. I went against Randy Gibbons, and I got paid for here. Oh, and I forgot to actually fill these out, so I forgot to click that so you guys can see what actually happened. So NRG, River Rats, Dignitas, and Rogue all won their first match. So the first 4 teams went 16 for 16 on the first round. And then the River Rats beat NRG Esports and Rogue beat Dignitas. Pretty straightforward there. We all expected Rogue to beat Dignitas because even though Dignitas did take the 3rd, 4th position at Dreamhack Dallas, it was with Turbo Pulsa, and now they do have the new sub of Astral. He's looking like a great player. As you can see, they made it in the lowers. He's looking very phenomenal and a good sub for that team, and potentially a long-term stand-in for RLCS Season 8. But I want to get on this NRG Esports loss. Now, if you guys watched my first video, I actually predicted NRG to go a really long way. I predicted them to take top 4, I do believe, losing in the 3rd, 4th spot. And you can see in my predictions today, I don't actually expect them to go that far. 1, because they lost this match. And 2, because there's been some insights that I actually wasn't on. I thought that NRG was going to scrim hard, try to win that last money before Fireburner actually stepped out of the spotlight. But apparently they haven't been scrimming that much. But it doesn't matter because down in the lower bracket, we can see Chiefs v Servette and then GC Aura beat RCD Espanol, and GC Aura actually was known as Phil. Sorry guys, I'm looking at my phone. Just got a notification. And then in losers round 2, NRG Esports beats GC Aura 3-1. That was really close actually. And then Dignitas beats Chief. Everything we expected. Only one OCE team making it today. 2. I think it's about 8 NA, 7 EU, and then something along the line, and then 1 OCE. I'm pretty sure if you consider RG's River Rats an NA team because they are mostly NA. So those are the recap for day 1. Now let's get to my predictions for day 2. Alright, my predictions for day 2 are going to be pretty straightforward. As I've covered in my last video, again, if you haven't gone and seen it, go watch it. It's very important for you to watch. Any of these matches can be upsets. Like I've said before, day 1, not a lot of upset potential besides like the 5th seeds. I would say anything below the 5th seed probably doesn't have a very good chance of making it to day 2. But literally any team can upset here. So I got pretty accurate on my day 1 prediction. So a lot of these we already talked about, but I'm just going to go through it here. Like I said before, I don't actually do score reports. I just do match reports. It should be. So I just verified the winner. So I'm going to have Vitality over Veloce. Veloce looking like a good team, but I do have Vitality beating them. PSG, in my opinion, the 2nd team in EU right now. They just stepped up the consistency. They're playing well. I've talked to Fruity after the World Championship. Farah has really been stepping up his game. I would say him and Fireburner were probably the most improved players from RLCS Season 6 to RLCS Season 7. And then Randy Gibbons, River Rats over Ghost Gaming. This is kind of the fight. But I am going to give it to RG's River Rats just for the pure fact that they have Turbo Pulsa, the 3-time, the original 3-time. Now there's 2, but the original 3-time. And, you know, you got to go with Randy Gibbons, of course. The best player of all time, the best defender of all time. You got to go with Randy Gibbons' teams. And then the Bricks versus Dignitas. Obviously, Yukio used to be with Cookser. I don't know what's going on with Mystic, but the Bricks is a completely different team now. But I am going to be choosing the Bricks. And then finishing off the upper bracket, I'm going to have Vitality over PSG. And the Bricks over Randy Gibbons, River Rats. I know you guys are probably disappointed that I'm going against the Randy Gibbons pick, but guys, it's okay. It's okay that I go against Randy Gibbons every once in a while. I think it's still very possible that the 3-time goes and he absolutely crushes the Bricks, but the Bricks were just looking too good today, and I really liked how they looked going through the upper bracket in their group, looking really good. I have a lot of faith in them. Now over to the lower bracket, we have Veloce versus Ground Zero. I really like Ground Zero. I think they're a really good team. And Veloce, you know, still a great team, but are in the RLRS. If you guys didn't watch my promotional playoff video, go check that out. Veloce actually didn't make it through. We're the first seed, went 7-0, I do believe, in the European RLRS the previous season. but went to that European playoff promotional tournament and played against the Bricks and lost, and played against the other team who was Complexity and lost. And obviously, in my opinion, Complexity a better team. Veloce just doing better in league play. But I have Ground Zero over Veloce. And then I really like Ghost Gaming against Dignitas. If you don't know anything about me, you should know I'm a huge Ghost Gaming. I'm a huge Memory fan. I've loved Memory and just kind of his play ever since way back when in RLCS Season 3 when he first got it in. When he first got into RLCS, beating actually Squishy's old team of Iris. So crazy upset there. Tons of stuff. I'll make tons of videos on that. You guys don't have to worry about it. But if you do actually want to suggest a video, make sure to put it in the description down below, and I will do my best if I like the idea to make it. And then the second seed here, RG's River Rats. I have them going to day 3, the 3-time going to day 3. And then PSG beats Ghost Gaming. That's Group A. Now let's get over to Group B. Alright guys, back here with Group B. We're just going to start it off. It's going to be super fast. I don't know what's going on over here. But we have Cloud9 over Mount Gang. Mount Gang looking great, pulling off great upsets on day 1. Honestly, I think it's possible they could make a run and even like win a couple matches here, or just one, maybe get top 8. My guess is maybe if they manage to pull off upsets, I don't think they'll get above 12th place. But then we have Complexity Triple Trouble. If you guys should know anything about me, I'm a huge Complexity fan. I've liked Complexity ever since RLCS Season 4. I was a huge Magnus a lot and Metza fan, and then obviously Metza split and then a lot split. But Magnus coming back here with his team and doing well, making RLCS Season 8 league play for Europe looking good. Then G2 versus NRG. Obviously the seeding here, G2 getting 3rd for the whole tournament and NRG getting 4th. I am just not a huge fan of how NRG's been playing, and obviously you guys know G2 hasn't been scrimming a lot either since taking 2nd place at Worlds. They've had some guys go on vacation, but all I'm saying is G2 went through the upper bracket and NRG did not, so that's all I'm saying about that. And then Rogue versus FC Barcelona. Huge NA fan, not a huge FC Barcelona fan. I'm going to go with Rogue here. Then down on the lower bracket, I have Mount Gang versus Triple Trouble. I think this is as far as Mount Gang goes. I think Triple Trouble is just too consistent, too good. And I really liked how they performed at Worlds. I'm going to stick with them here. And then NRG versus FC Barcelona. I think this is as far as FC Barcelona goes, guys. Huge NRG fan. I know they haven't been scrimming. I know FC Barcelona has been scrimming. But I think it's going to be hard for them once they go into the losers bracket. FC Barcelona has never really been a team to bounce back. And you could argue that, yeah, NRG's never been a team to bounce back, but they just did it on day 1 today. So, you know what? I'm going to pick NRG. Back to the upper bracket, I have Cloud9 beating Complexity and G2 beating Rogue. And then I have the uppers going through here, Rogue and Complexity. I like both those teams. I like how good they are. They're looking like absolute great teams, and I hope to see them on day 3. Now we will go back to my day 3 predictions, where I will also be doing score reports and game reports, and I'll be right there with you guys. Alright everybody, back here with the Dreamhack Valencia final bracket. So let's get right into it. But before we do, round 1 is going to be best of 5, semifinals and finals, best of 7s, just like the RLCS World Championship final bracket, just to make it clear. So, Vitality versus Complexity. I'm actually going to be picking the upset here. I have Complexity to win, just for the fact that I think Vitality has kind of been taking a little bit of break, and just a week and a half ago, they had to travel back from America because they were in America for the World Championship. They were in New Jersey. And Complexity has been at home boot camping this whole time for this tournament. So I am going to pick the upset 3-2, Complexity over Vitality. Obviously, you guys know how I feel about Complexity. Huge Complexity fans. I think they could be the FC Barcelona of next season, kind of being that 2nd or 3rd team coming up from the rival series and just playing really good. Then, the second match, we have Bricks versus Rogue. I think this is going to be a really good match, but I'm actually going to pick the Bricks here. I think the Rogue is looking great, and obviously, after day 2, these will be more accurate of predictions. But the Bricks, just looking phenomenal with Cookstar a lot and speed. If they pick up a lot as their 3rd for Mystic, I do think that they could do much better in RLCS Season 8. So, let's see what happens tomorrow and then day 3. Maybe they'll start picking up a lot for tournaments, but they're looking very good for now. Then Cloud9 versus PSG. This one isn't even going to be real. I'm just going to pick the straight 3-0. And the final match of round 1 is G2 Esports versus Randy giving them a bit of rats. And I said that really fast. You know, the original 3-time is huge in this match. A lot of experience, but I am going to pick G2. I know that G2 has kind of been, I'll give 2 games to Randy. Has kind of been not scrimming, not participating a lot, but neither has RG's River Rats. They haven't really been on their game as much, and then obviously we all know G2 can pull it together when it matters. Then Complexity versus the Bricks. I'm going to actually give this one to the Bricks. The Bricks looking great. I'll give this one 4-2 to the Bricks. Like I've said before, Complexity can be a really good team, but I do think they need some more work, and the Bricks just looking phenomenal with a lot. And then Cloud9 versus G2, the 2nd seed in the whole tournament versus the 3rd seed in the whole tournament. G2's looking great, but I think Cloud9 has kind of shown that they don't slack. They don't really slack. They haven't, I don't think, from what I've heard, they've been taking a lot of time off from New Jersey. Besides the fact that Squishy kind of took a week off from streaming because of that bladder infection. So I'm sure he hasn't been streaming a lot, but he's been scrimming and they've been playing well. And obviously I'm giving this to Game 7 because G2 doesn't lose the final game of the series unless it's against Cloud9, of course. Cloud9 always seems to get them in the final game of the series. And then the Bricks versus Cloud9. Pretty straightforward. I'm going to give this one Cloud9 4-2. Cloud9 are your champions, and it's going to be pretty good. I think it's going to be a great tournament, guys. I hope you guys do enjoy. Make sure to tune in tomorrow night. I will be doing a day 2 recap and my day 3 final predictions. Make sure to tune in there. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to like the video if you did like the video. Comment down any comments you may have about this tournament or anything else. Make sure to check out my Twitter, Munch818RL. Follow over there. Check the description for my Discord and check out my Twitch, Munch818. I will be streaming there very soon, guys. I will see you all next time. Peace.